Hey guys, this is a reading for Thursday, August 23rd. I am gonna use my new deck, my new vampire deck. I'm gonna use that with my fairy oracle deck and see how the two decks interact with each other. If you guys want a personal reading, they are still on sale for $22. It's all-time low price. Just email me at jaxmoonbeam444@gmail.com for booking. If you're interested in anything in the astrological realm, like a birth chart, relationship astrology, anything like that, contact my girl Menta B Astrology. Menta, MINTA, the letter B as in boy, astrology@gmail.com. She has an Instagram of the same name, and my Instagram is LadyMoonbeam444. And I go live and share daily cards and stuff like that on my Instagram, so you're more than welcome to check it out if you'd like. There is a really beautiful shift in energy happening. I can feel it really strong. It's definitely connected to the natural changing rhythms of this realm. There is a season change that's beginning right now. All over the world there's a season change. It's just the weather is a little bit different, but I believe everybody, no matter where you're living, you can feel this shift. Okay, so the overall energy from the fairy deck is the Lady of Joy. So just like my daily card that I pulled for today on Instagram, it looks like there is a lot of joy coming in, and I've been channeling that message for a while now. The message really hasn't changed. I'm just, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stop doing my channel, or I'm not gonna stop reading just because the messages keep repeating themselves. The messages keep repeating themselves just to let you guys know that it's still coming, and not to lose faith, because everybody's blowing apart stages takes a little bit of a different amount of time. And that's what's happening right now, is it's the blowing apart stage. And that is, it is really different for every person depending on what in their life needs blown apart. But it seems to be the promise of Spirit that yeah. That there is absolutely beautiful things coming after the death period. So, And this reading is pretty similar to that same message. Even with the two decks together, they look so pretty together. So it looks like there's something coming up tomorrow that there's something coming up Thursday that may be attached in some way to your childhood, like a way that you learned to see yourself possibly. In a negative way. Like something about your childhood that affected your current world in a negative way. Whether you were aware of it or not, this could play out, of course, in a multitude of ways. Because this is a collective, for a reading for the collective. But whatever the case is, this is something that was developed in your psyche when you were about 8 or 9 years old. And it's brought you huge amounts of sadness and mourning and depression. This is something that has caused you a lot of anguish in your adult life. This has seemed very devilish to you, and whenever it's come up, whenever you remember it, or whenever its presence is around you, if this is a family member specifically, if it's a family member specifically, they may look like this. But if it's a family member specifically, or whether it's just a memory, when it surfaces, it causes you to have like a really bad day, like things just explode around you. Like, you drop things, you forget things, you run into things like this. But whatever this energy is that has been so much of a struggle for you in some way, it's coming to a close on Thursday. Now, of course, energy is fluid, so I'm reading for Thursday, but this could have already happened. This may not happen for like another few months. It just depends on your personal journey, but it is being taken care of. It's being lifted from you. This could also be a couple, maybe a water and a fire sign, but this is about finally receiving the peace that you have needed while you have been in this state of despair. And with the Queen of the New Day coming in, she is calming down this energy that just, it's like when she's calming down the energy that is very destructive, the destructive energy attached to this. Whatever causes things to explode around you. She's taking care of that, and he's taking care of the inner. So there's something really big being released here, being changed, being transmuted. Something really big dying, okay, going away. And it's something that you don't want anymore. And this could come in the form of losing or cutting ties with friends, family. This could be literally moving to a new place. This could be just having this real contemplative energy and realizing that you don't look at something the same way anymore. You've changed. This is inner transformation, and it's coming up with death rites, saying goodbye, formal occasion, honoring lives, card number 11. So, if you see, she's holding her cat, but her cat is just a skeleton. If it's a cat, it kind of has human eyes and it's kind of weird, but it looks like it's probably a cat. This is like a symbolism of understanding what this situation is at the bones of it. And being able to completely finish out this cycle. And you're doing it in a way that is very natural to you, and it's your choice, I feel. So I don't think that there's going to be a lot of really intense emotions attached to this. There could be. This could be a literal death. I don't usually say that, but I feel that with this. We also have Prey, Stalked, Invaded, Watched, card number 31. If you notice, both of these women have black hair. And we also have Courtesy, Thoughtful, Polite, Good Manners, card number 38. She also has black hair. And if you notice, the colors are the same. The red and the purple. And this is very similar. This energy is very similar. All of this. So, I feel like this is something that you are... This could be a literal death, okay? I really am not trying to freak anybody out, but I feel this very strongly because this feels like real death to me, and she's surrounded by food, like, you know how people bring food when someone dies, and this is an angel, like the angel of death. So, if this isn't a literal death, this is a really, really huge cycle ending for you. Huge. Like, this is a cycle that has been in control of your life for years. This is something that has really held onto you for a long time. This has been a really, really big stage in your life. The overall energy from the Vampire deck is Witness, to know, Personal Evidence, to speak out, card number 29. This is all about knowing, that inner knowing, wisdom, gained wisdom. You've been through this, you've experienced this, and since you've experienced this, or these things, or this cycle, or whatever's coming, because you have experienced these things, you have gained soul growth, you have gained wisdom, you have gained things that no one can take from you. You have gained things that you will take with you into the next realm. This also shows this including more than one person. And we also have Supernatural, Inexplicable, Miraculous, Otherworldly, card number 39. I think this might be my favorite card in the deck. So, definitely could be a literal death. If it's not a literal death, this just shows me that this stage, this cycle that you have been going through that is ending, was very divine. It was meant to be. You were surrounded by spiritual beings. The entire journey, you were protected, you were looked after, and you were watched. You were watched, okay? It was almost like you were being tested. You were being watched to see how you were going to handle this situation. There was something very negative. There were maybe a lot of things that were very negative. And you were being put to the test to see how you were going to handle things. If you were going to handle things in a courteous manner, if you were going to share your truth, but you were going to do it in a respectful way. It was like you were supposed to be taught self-respect. You were supposed to be taught how to treat yourself the very best way possible. And the old you who did not value yourself very high because of these things that happened to you when you were a child. Because of these things that happened to you when you were a child, you didn't know how to do this. You didn't know how to value yourself. You didn't know how to respect yourself. There were a lot of really intense lessons that you went through, but they were to learn, and you were being watched. You were being watched by spirit. You were being watched by everything supernatural in this realm. The supernatural realm was witnessing how you were behaving and what you did and what was in your heart. And this isn't about punishment. This is about lessons. This is about life lessons, soul lessons. This is about bringing you to where you want to go on your soul mission, where you decided you were going to go before you came here. And I feel like we have 2 11s, the Prince of Darkness and Death Rights. We have 2 11s. So I think that the reason we have 2 11s is because after this period closes itself out, there's gonna be, as I've been already channeling, a lot of romantic couples coming together. And they're gonna be very, very fairy tale like. There's gonna be a lot of love because this is you're being brought through this stage to get you ready for this. And the Hope card just came up in both of these decks as well. We have the Hope here, card number 62, and we have Hope here, card number 43. So the situation has hope, okay? So don't give up hope. This is a really big message for some of you guys because I feel that you have. I feel that some of you guys are giving up hope and you're thinking, I'm just always going to be alone and nothing's ever going to change. This isn't going to get any better. The odds of this literal card coming up in both of these decks, come on now. Really? Like, that shit's not going to happen, okay? That's not just going to accidentally happen. So, if you have a few more trials to go through and you feel like you just don't know which direction to go, just focus on peace. Focus on bringing as much peace into your life as you can. I don't feel like that's going to be a necessary thing, though. I don't feel that's how this is going to go. What I feel is going to happen is that I feel that this is past energy. I feel that this hope energy is past energy. I feel like you got through this because you had hope. I feel like you got through this because this hope was intrinsic in your soul. And this hope is what got you through. And I feel that because this hope is what got you through this, that's why you're coming into this place of joy now. Why you're going to be moving into this new cycle of beautiful new things coming, because you're being rewarded. You're naturally being rewarded for your, and the reward is really just scientific. I mean, the reward is just energetic. It's really just you holding on to that hope, you holding on to that frequency, you holding on to that knowing that a new day is going to come and you're going to have your day. You are, and it's coming very soon. And you knew that. You always knew that all along, even if you felt that you had forgotten it. You never did. It was a part of your soul. You are supernatural. You are this girl, this supernatural girl. What you think about and how you feel is what comes about, is what is created in your reality. And the more courteous you are in your environment, the more kind you are with yourself. And, if you gotta say some shit, say your shit. Just do your best to say it in a way that is respectful, because when you're respectful to others, you're respectful to yourself. Look how this fish looks like a butterfly, a monarch butterfly. Can you see that? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. They all have their fins are monarch butterflies. Monarch butterfly designs, their fins. I love this deck. I bought this deck from the Shaman Way, shamanbagboutique.com. Their link is in the description box, as well as Meant to Be Astrology. Her link is in the description box as well. My direct link to my email address is in the description box as well. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, just hit me up. I'm just about caught up with all my personal readings, so there won't be a huge wait if you want a personal reading right now. So just hit me up. Okay, I love you guys. Do it to it.